with 101 team points. Plainville 99 cannot score anymore. Lyons has 2 wrestlers left. I think Atwood is going to win this team championship the way it would appear, and would surprise a lot of folks, I think.
Well, and it's interesting. Atwood has 2 finalists coming up yet, and we'll keep track of that score as we progress here. And currently we're at 171 pounds. Smith of Minneapolis, Harris of Lyons, and Harris is in the blue uniform with the triangular wedge on the side.
Donnie Smith comes into the match, 25-3 for Minneapolis. Chad Harris comes in 27-2 for Lyons. Both with blue uniforms, kind of difficult to tell who's who. And
well, Harris does have the knee pads on. Chad Harris of Lyons with the knee pads reaches in and gets a single penetration move, but Donnie Smith counters, comes around behind, but does not have control. In this flurry of action, nobody gets control. They go out of bounds. I guarantee you, Chad Harris ditched it. He didn't like the feel of that situation. Donnie Smith, a success story in his own right in this tournament.
Really beating Wade Cran in the semifinals, winning 8-6 in overtime.
No points scored in that flurry. It is 0-0. Well into the first period of action. £171. The action has slowed down, but they're taking a breather after that flurry. Harris pushing and Smith pulling. They go out of bounds together late in the first period. Harris gets good penetration, a counter move by Donnie Smith, and he scores 2 on the takedown. A pure muscle move, just enough quickness, and Smith is out in front 2-0 with time expiring in the first period.
We're at a 171-pound championship right here, and you see the official, as Donnie Smith, it would appear, will be in the down position to begin the second period.
Chad Harris comes on top side, trailing 2-0. Once again, Donnie Smith down. He leads 2-0. Harris hanging on in that stand-up try, reaching for a far side cradle, drops down on the leg. Smith tries to turn in, had an idea on a power switch, and goes back to his stomach. Harris trying to hook up a far side cradle and then grabs on with the crossbody ride. Smith on the bottom has that 2-0 lead. Harris trying to figure out what he'll have to do to score points. Smith stands up and turns in, comes back up standing. Harris now does hook up a cradle, but he can't do anything with it from that position. Smith tries to face. They're spinning around and whirling out there. Smith working off the bottom. Continues to lead 2-0, but he's having trouble scoring from the bottom side. Harris from Lyons working top side, momentarily had a cradle hooked up, and Donnie Smith from Minneapolis slowing down in the late stages of the second period. Smith slowly powers himself up into a standing position, drops right back down to the mat. Harris has an idea with the crossface. Takes a look at the cradle situation, and Smith counters by stretching the leg out. Harris still trying to hook up the cradle, and Smith thinking about it also. Does Harris have it locked up? I think he does. He does have the cradle locked up. He's got a chance to turn. Does he have time? The clock is a factor. No. Time expires here in the second period. And Harris, after fishing for the cradle all that time, finally got it hooked up, Rich, but it wasn't soon enough to score.
Ran out of time, and so they go to the third period. But this has been a close match, just as many of the others have been. Not as much flurry in this match. Not as much action.
Donnie Smith, top side. The Minneapolis senior has a 2-0 lead. Putting a little more motion in, but Chad Harris showing signs of being tired. Harris with his head down. Now comes to a 4-point. Smith hangs on with a tight waist and looks for a cradle himself and passes it up. Now Smith trying to fish for a bar arm. Has it hooked. Has the bar arm hooked and looking for the opposite wrist. And Harris decides to bail out and heads for the edge of the mat. But Smith had a good bar arm hook. You could see it as they went out of bounds.
All right. Still a 2-0 score, Ben. It's just been one of those low-scoring matches.
Smith in the lead, and Harris working off the bottom. And Smith having trouble, but they go out of bounds. Slow motion at 171 pounds. A lot of muscle and a lot of thinking going on out there. Smith out in front, 2-0.
Well, Lions currently in the team standings in 4th place. Would appear to be out of the picture for the team title.
Smith able to power Lions to the mat, even though they're working their Chad Harris of Lions to the mat on the edge of the mat. Chad Harris trailing 2-0, thinking it over as he walks back to the center circle.
Hasn't been able to put together a scoring move in this match. Been kind of frustrating for him.
Good set out, turn in series. Chad Harris makes the move on the bottom, but we're way into the third period. 36 seconds remaining on the clock, and it's ticking down, and Harris still trails 2-0.
Thing about it is, as you see the clock wind down and tick down, Smith has just been everywhere at the right time. Just move for move.
Using his superior strength. We're down to 15 seconds. Harris trying to step across, and Smith simply countered the move. Harris reaches up and grabs the head. A headlock won't work, and time is starting to be a real problem.
And so Donnie Smith from Minneapolis has won the championship at 171 pounds. A low-scoring match, 2-0 over Chad Harris from Lions. The champion, as he raises his arm, Donnie Smith of Minneapolis. He knew what he had to do, Ben, and he got it done.
Well, I tell you, it wasn't fancy, it wasn't real pretty, but it was championship wrestling.
We'll be back with more right after this.